Orleans Saints. Quarterback by the name of Jameis Winston will be taking the helm this year. Drew Brees wanted to come back, but they're like, sorry, man. I think we're going a different direction. So they do got a new head coach. They got, a new offensive scheme, probably a new defensive scheme as well. We don't know what's going on with Michael Thomas. We do know Alvin Kamara will probably be suspended for six games. So with all that being said, that takes us to week number 1. They travel to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. So the Falcons are a great story. We don't know how bad they're going to be, but many people think they're going to be bad. They picked up Marcus Mariota in the offseason. They traded Matt Ryan to the Indianapolis Colts. They picked up Desmond Ridder in the of the draft. What's her name? The receiver is suspended for the whole year for gambling $1,000 on their games. Kyle Pitts is pretty much the only guy that they have, and of course Marcus Mariota. But either way, I am going to pick the Saints week 1. Even if the Saints don't have Alvin Kamara, don't have Michael Thomas, they still have too much defensive power. That defensive side of the ball is going to win them a lot of games this season. Let me adjust my computer. Give me the Saints in week 1. Week 2, they're at home taking on the Bucs. The Bucs are just too damn good. The Bucs still have Tom Brady, still have Mike Evans, they still have Chris Godwin. Yes, they lost Rojo. Yes, they lost Sue and a couple other people, but they still got Tom freaking Brady. Give me the Bucs week 2. Week 3, this is a game that I have circled. This is the game that I think is going to be a pivotal point for both the Panthers and the Saints. So if the Saints do not have Alvin Kamara back by week 3, because it is rumored that he will be suspended for six games, he will most likely miss this week 3 game versus the Carolina Panthers at Carolina. CMC should still be healthy by this point. Give us till week 5, week 6, and we will readdress that. But this game is pivotal for the Saints, because if they can win this big division game, I mean, when you start the season, he isn't off with 3 division games, and if you drop 1 and 2, that kind of puts you behind the 8 ball. So this is kind of like a must-win game for the Saints. However, with all that being said, I do like the Carolina Panthers this season. I do like their receiving core. I do like how they did their draft. Their defense is starting to come around. Sam Darnold might have a full second season. We don't know yet. But as of right now, as it stands, depending on who the quarterback is, I am taking the Carolina Panthers in this game. Now, if they do end up picking up Baker Mayfield, 100%, I'll take the Carolina Panthers. No doubt in my mind. But Sam Darnold at the helm for Carolina, I'm picking him. But if Sam Darnold is not the quarterback, say it is, I don't even know who the backup is. Is it Cam still? Say if it's anybody but Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield, give me the Saints. But for right now, give me the Carolina Panthers in week 3. Taking us to week 4, Skull Nations comes into the big easy Vikings versus the Saints. Guys, our blog writers over there on manhourradio.com just dropped a great article of the Minnesota Vikings about what their offense is going to look like. And after reading through that article, I'm like, wow, the Vikings might be the most slept on team in the NFL. I mean, I forgot what kind of offensive firepower that they have. And then they got a new offensive-minded head coach that's probably going to, evolutionize that Vikings offense. Give me the Vikings week 4. So right now we got the Saints starting the season off 1-3, and it's just not looking good for them in 1-2 in the division. Then it comes to week 5. This is another one. It all depends on who the quarterback is in Seattle. Seattle Seahawks come to the Big Easy to take on the Saints. If it's Drew Lock, Saints win. If it's Geno Smith, Saints win. If it's Baker Mayfield, the Seahawks win. So this shows you how much stock and how much faith I have in Baker Mayfield. But as it stands right now, I'm going to pick the Saints to win this game. However, I do have Baker Mayfield going to Seattle. If that does happen, like I think it will, I'm going to flip this pick and pick Seattle. So for the time being, right now, I am going to pick the Saints to beat Seattle this week 5 matchup. But if Baker Mayfield comes to Seattle and is the starting quarterback, rewind the tape. I'm going to have to redo my pick and pick Seattle. But right now, we do have the Saints. They're giving them 2-3 on the season. Coming into week 6, the Bengals coming to town for their 3rd straight home game. Give me the Bengals. Joe Burrow is good. T. Higgins is good. Jamar Chase is good. That whole Cleveland Browns organization right now is looking up. And I wouldn't say they got that much better in the offseason, but they definitely did not get worse. But they're still hands and feet better than the Saints in this Week 6 game. Week 7, the Saints travel to Arizona to take on the Cardinals on the Thursday night game. Give me the Cardinals. You guys know my stance here about the Thursday night games. The road team, when they switch time zones, they lose 70% of the time. So give me the Arizona Cardinals, not because I'm in love with the Arizona Cardinals. F the Arizona Cardinals. I don't like them. I don't like Kyler Murray. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury. I don't even like the maroon, red, and gold. It is ugly. I hate everything about Arizona Cardinals, but I am picking them to win in this game because sometimes you got to pick with your head and not your heart. Week number 8. The Las Vegas Raiders come to the Big Easy to take on the Saints. This game is very intriguing to me 100% because the Raiders are that team that they start freaking hot or freaking bad every year. And then by week 8, week 9, they flip the switch and they're the exact opposite. So this is a week 8 matchup. This is the pivotal point of the Las Vegas Raiders season. Are they bad at this point or are they good? I don't remember their schedule off the top of my head, but I have a feeling that they're just going to lay an egg versus the Saints. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams at this time is going to wear down. Everybody's going to be like, oh, we'll just double team Devontae Adams and Darren Waller. Yeah, you can nickel and dime us down the field, but your defense sucks. So it is what it is, right? So give me the Saints in this one. I like them, and this is kind of where I possibly start seeing a trend going up for the New Orleans Saints. Right now, they're 3-5 on the season, going into week 9 here. Bye week is still 6 weeks away, so they could get hot and still make some noise. But the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Monday night game. Give me the Saints. The Baltimore Ravens are going to be bad this season. 6-11, 6-12 type of, or they will have 11-12 losses this season with just, I think their floor is 4 wins and their ceiling is going to be 7 or 8 wins. But this Saints game is going to be one of the losses, especially on Monday night in the Big Easy. Whew, watch out, baby. Week 10, New Orleans come off travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Steelers in this one. I do like the Steelers coming off of the bye week. Most teams coming off the bye week, I'm 100% going to pick that team to win that game. Healthy, nice game plan to, work on the game plan. You have time just to sit back and relax and actually watch the game and listen to Tony Romo break it down, right? I like the Steelers in this game. I do like the Steelers as a whole. The Steelers are going to be a very, very nice team this season, and especially after listening to my man James Ross on the Pittsburgh Steelers YouTube channel right here on Man Hour NFL Talk Pittsburgh Steelers. They got some promise upside. Give me the Steelers. Week 11, Rams all day long. I'm going to break that one down. That is a Sunday night game. Week 12, Saints travel to San Francisco. San Francisco is going to be bad with Trey Lance, great with Jimmy G. We're looking like Jimmy G is going to be out of town, but give me the 49ers at this point. Week 13, Monday night game, give me the Bucks. And what we said in that, we are sitting at freaking, where are we at? We are at 4-9 right now. So we are already at a losing season going into the bye week. Falcons are coming off the bye week as well. Give me the Saints come week 15. Falcons are just going to be bad. Browns with Jacoby Brissett, not going to be terrible. But they do slide a win over the Saints here the Saturday afternoon game. Week 17, they travel to Philly to take on the Eagles. Give me the Saints. I do like the Saints over the Eagles. The Eagles are going to be – people are saying the Eagles are going to be good. They're going to be really, really slapped on. I don't think so. I think the Eagles are who they think we are, and that's not a very good quarterback or a very good team with not a very good quarterback. Week 18, Panthers come to town to Saints. Pretty much a game that doesn't matter anything for anything. We're best of the second stringers at this point. CMC is hurt. Sam Darnold's out. We're probably having Ian Book play in this game. Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara are sitting. So flip a coin at this point. Give me the home team. Give me the Saints. So I do have the Saints finishing the season 7-10, 3-3, and the division. Definitely looks like they're going to miss the playoffs this season, but obviously this is the first team that we're breaking down. So The NFC South could be terrible. We don't know. The NFC as a whole could be terrible. We don't know. We could have a losing team slide into that seventh place spot here. So, guys,